testing 1 2 1 2 on my end. We're recording. We are live and in stereo. Are we ready? Are we French to do this?
We French.
I need everyone's energy to be at an 11 at Nathan.
Woo! That's all I got.
Not the silent fucking cheer. All right.
We French. We French.
So, in the spirit of our channel being transformed into a D&D channel overnight, seemingly, and on the day that this will be posted, January 19th, we, the people in this call, sans Nathan, will be watching VOX MACHINA Season 2 premiere at a movie theater, actually. It's going to be hopefully a great time. Critical Role is a show that we have been watching. We all actually watched because of our friend Leslie here, who recommended the show to us. And I hate to say at the beginning I was a hater, but by the end of the show, became a big fan of the people in it, the people involved, all the voice actors, specifically Laura Bailey of all of them.
Mother.
And I spread the gospel to my friends Julio and Nathan, who begrudgingly watched and finished the show, season 1 as well. So today, in the spirit of D&D, VOX MACHINA returning, and our monthly tier list, we will be ranking I think it's 19 of the characters from the VOX MACHINA animated show from season 1, and of course slight spoilers, maybe major spoilers, we'll see depending on how the conversations go. We're gonna start off by ranking the secondary characters, though I want to save the big main VOX MACHINA crew for the end, because those I don't know, they're the main attraction, they're the main course. Let's start with the entrees first, and first and foremost, we're gonna start off with a little bit of a bang for my friend Leslie, as the first one is Lady Kima of Vord. If you guys don't even remember who she was, I think she was part of the council at the start of the first episode.
Was she one of the guards or something?
No.
Who was she, Leslie? If you know,
I don't even remember.
I don't remember who the fuck she is either.
It was in the beginning when they're like, are we really gonna trust these group of buffoons?
She's the one that said that?
I don't know if she's the one I don't remember if she's the one that said that, but she was in that group when they were like muttering like pss, 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 pss.
Nonetheless, this random character is voiced by Mirabel Julio, aka
Really?
Stephanie Beatrice.
I
if you
love
recall
Stephanie
who she is,
Beatrice.
from
Got a
Brooklyn
fat ass.
Nine. Where would we rank this woman? We got S-A-B or S-A-P and C and D.
That's for a particular word.
If not F, D or B.
I mean, given that she's a nothing burger, we don't even remember where she's from or what her lines were.
Honestly, yeah, I'd put her D just for that.
I don't even remember if she dies or not. I don't even know. And I don't even know who she's the lesbian lover of. Do you know, Leslie, off the top of your head? Is it?
Nope.
It might be one of these next people coming up. But I think any objections to putting her D? I don't think this particularly.
Nah.
She's not even a bad bitch. I think she's maybe she's a dwarf. I think she looks a little stumpy. She looks kind of like
I think
She's
her
more
problem is
friendly.
that she needs the D. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, she's going in D.
Facts.
All right, fuck it. I had to look up her name, but I didn't even know who the fuck she was. But next up, we got. Is this next one? Yes. We got Sir Fince.
That's Julio's man.
Slight spoilers ahead.
Bro, it looks like he's dying.
He does, yeah, but that's the thing. So his whole thing was he was like set up to be the villain of the first couple
This guy?
episodes. Yeah, remember every time Vex got her spidey sense tingling, they assumed it was this guy because he looked a little evil.
Racist.
Turns
Yeah,
out,
for real.
Yeah, turns out it had nothing to do with it. But because he had nothing to do with it, his character was very weak. Didn't really have much to do except kind of bitch and complain and kind of make himself feel evil and just look evil.
He was just like a political asshole, right?
Yeah, and he was a swerve character basically. So like they were like, oh, he's the bad guy. It turns out, it really ain't. It was one of the guys coming up. But I mean, where are we thinking? I think
I'd also put him in D because.
Leslie, any particular objections?
F.
There's no F.
D's the lowest we can
D,
go.
the lowest is D.
The lowest is what?
D.
0.
So
D.
Nathan, any objections? I think so too. A nothing burger of a character as well.
Nothing came of him.
Nothing came of him. At least maybe not yet. I don't know.
I don't know what happened to his character.
I mean, you can say it.
Kinda-
Fuck it. This is in honor of
Yes.
season in the spirit of season 2. So season 1 has come and gone.
Well, he died for a great reveal.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of funny, but he just died.
I mean,
I'm talking with D.
okay, fuck it. I was gonna say maybe C, but
D for death.
D for
Yeah.
D for death. Moving on to the real
Oh,
baddie,
yeah.
voiced
The
by
bear.
none other than David Tennant.
No shit. Let's put him in
Yup.
X.
Ooh.
That should be a
Uh,
surprise.
listen.
This is like one of the things I mentioned. I was like, yeah, this guy's voiced by David Tennant.
It is
I'm
pretty
sure you
shocking
did, but I
'cause-
forgot.
yeah, it's pretty shocking because he didn't sound anything like he's giving what he's doing a Scottish accent or something during the show. What
Pretty
are
sure
the-
he's Scottish, right?
He is Scottish.
Oh, thick Scottish accent. Then. But I didn't know. I don't know. I thought David Tennant was British. Nonetheless,
He's that good,
nevertheless,
Steve. He's that good.
not in my opinion. I thought.
Robbie.
I don't know. Me personally, so where me and Nathan have a disagreement. I think the dragons being greedy bastards. I don't like that as part of the D&D lore. I don't like that they don't them having the ability to speak is like bad, but not like the worst thing. I think the worst thing is them being greedy. But I don't know. I would put them like at C. TBH.
B.
Yeah, I'll put him in B.
Nathan.
B for bear.
Beef. Let's go.
But I feel like dragons have always been like a greedy, like species, right? They're always like hoarding gold and shit.
I've never
You never heard of that?
heard of a dragon hoarding gold unless it's like
You, rem-
like a
Fig.
castle
you remember that fucking Rick and Morty episode when Morty got a fucking dragon?
where they're fucking jerking each other off.
Yeah.
No way.
I'm not talking about that. I mean those parts, but I'm talking about the part when like he's in the cave and he's hoarding a bunch of shit. He's got all this like cool shit that Rick is like super into or whatever. But I feel like it's always been talked about that dragons
I mean, Nathan,
like gold.
that's what I'm saying. Nathan disagrees because he's like, that's how they are, man. That's exactly what he said last time I brought it up, but.
Yeah.
When do I sound like that?
I don't give a fuck. Me personally, I mean, weak villain. I was gonna put
Yeah,
all the villains
definitely.
together, and just based on season 1, he's like mid-tier villain, so I guess exactly mid-tier is fine.
Mhm.
Although that big reveal at the end, they're coming for vengeance, so I'm very much excited to see what comes next. But next on the tier list, another background character. We got a couple background characters. The next one, the baddest to
Oh,
ever do it,
yeah.
Lady Allura.
Mm-hmm.
Who, me personally, I thought the sovereign, the king, it was his wife, but I was mistaken. I think she actually might be gay too. I think she also had nothing to do, but just based on looks, she's one of the baddest in the show.
Yeah, she didn't need to do anything. Just stand there.
I mean S. And I say A just because I don't want to put her there just based on looks, given that there's a couple more women who are badder and do more in the show. But
A.
season 2 might be
Yeah.
her season.
I
It
agree
was
with
a
you.
cozy spot for her.
Put her in
Uh,
A.
Speaking of, at the end of season 2, they made the council like a parliament type system, right? And she's on the parliament, so maybe they have or on the council, so maybe they give her more power, more things to do, hopefully, than just look pretty. But next up is the king himself, Sovereign Uriel Taldori II, actually, who I learned his last name is Taldori, which is the kingdom's name.
Mhm.
So he's a pretty big deal.
This guy's an L, dude.
No
He's doing
kids.
all kinds of bad moves.
Honestly,
Freaking gives up all his power at the end. Fucking pussy ass.
Nah, no, you're right. Give it up.
he
the
got
power.
bitched out of being a king.
That's
How low can you get?
that's true. And he's not even fucking Allura.
Yo, cap.
What, C, D? What are we thinking? I think
Put him in D.
bad leader. Let's move on to Leslie. We got Gilmore Ramirez, who on the show has a history with Vax. Very seductive, very sexual, but not much to do on the show, you know? been watching the Mighty Nine, and Marisha has a dice that she likes to roll, and she always says, "Don't fuck me, Gil." I assume maybe he's a bigger character in the real campaign, but they cut his line. They cut his part of the show substantially.
I liked him.
Yeah, and I like my bathrobe of him.
You have a bathrobe of Gil?
Yeah, remember? It's purple.
Shit.
I don't remember.
No, you don't?
I
would
don't.
always... It's on my bed right now.
Do you have it? Pull it up. I'll put a picture of it of the product on screen, but I like
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gil
There's a picture
cosplay
of,
right now.
There's a picture of Matt Mercer because on their website they post with their
Oh, don't even get me started. There's a picture of Laura Bailey posing with one of the dresses, the Solstice Academy dress, or some shit like that, and she ate down, to say the least. Did we crash? What's going on? Hello? Fuck, I think we might have crashed. Talking about Laura Bailey and the gods smited me.
Did you see the rope?
I did not. I noticed it was frozen because I was like, oh, maybe like you left the screen and then Nathan was frozen. I was like, oh, maybe he's just Nathan's one of those guys that just likes to think. I was like, maybe he's really thinking. And then I was like, hello? Crickets. Well, good thing that there's only 3 more after Gil, there's only 3 more main cast, and then it's on to the main 6. 2, 4, 6.
They were just so easy to
10.
S.
They ain't all S. We can't put them all S.
What's going on, S?
If we don't, we're gonna get hate. At least.
And we're not gonna
Why
get
am I
partnership.
still getting hate? Oh, true, huh? Fuck. Well, back from that interruption. Now that Julio's back from his break.
I got some chips.
Is my stream still Is my screen still streaming?
Nope.
Nope.
How about now?
There you go.
Nice.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
Yeah, what were you gonna say? Because we didn't even get the chance to rank Gil before the interruption here. So
I
go ahead.
said I liked him. I liked this character, and that there was like a merchant that they all went to always, like that they were loyal to. And he was like good, and he had all this cool shit for them. I always like that there's always like a character that has got the shit, you know? You want something like a weapon or like some scroll, some magical item, you go to the fucking guy, and they show it's Gil. I always like that.
Well,
I'm gonna put him in a
I think he's mid. I mean, just from the show. I'm sure on the campaign he's better, like I said. But they met another merchant in Mighty Nine named Pumat Soul, Julio.
Matt Soul.
Pumat Soul was a much better vendor than Gil, in my opinion, and they didn't even try to fuck him. Me personally, I would put him on par with the Dragon guy, but that's just because the Dragon guy is so high. I think he's mid B.
B. Bear.
Julio.
Yep. I'll set it for B.
All right, Nathan. Any objections?
Okay.
Moving on to the one who.
This guy.
Who the only thing I remember about him was that he sacrificed his life for Paki, and how he knew Percy, what his major role was. I've watched the show twice, and I still couldn't tell you. I know he sacrifices himself.
All I remember was that they were childhood friends, and that's like all the explanation we got.
But I don't know. Me personally, I didn't feel enough of a moment when he sacrificed himself. I didn't give a fuck enough about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean that's what it was. And they said he was a childhood friend, your best friend or whatever, and then
They set
he
him up
came
to
in for like a
sacrifice.
little bit, like with an episode or two, and then he died, and I was like, okay, I don't really know the guy.
What do we
I think
think?
they showed any interaction between them in terms of flashbacks.
They didn't.
Right?
I don't think they
Mm.
did. They just kind
No,
of
no,
they just established that they knew each other from back when.
He knows the guy.
Ugh.
I knew a guy. Yeah.
This guy, I think.
And they met in college.
Oh,
Mhm.
that motherfucking college. Nonetheless, this character will be, I say C, just because he sacrificed himself, and I don't even remember what he sacrificed himself for. Was it for a distraction, or did he actually kill something? I don't even fucking remember.
I think just
I think he was trying to save Scanlan.
Oh, from the Hound, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
and then he got bitched by that one tall dude.
Yeah.
the I voiced.
Well, that's what it's named. I thought you literally
Well-
meant the hound.
Yeah, I thought he was just talking about an actual dog.
No, the Hound from Game of Thrones voices
Game of Thrones, yeah.
the guy that Scanlan fights, the big guy with the giant sword.
Oh shit.
Too many references. I've been lost.
Well, his name is Vedmeyer, but I would have said that you wouldn't have known it either. So,
Yeah, I know.
Could have assumed.
well, I say C just because he sacrificed himself for some cause, save Scanlan
C.
maybe, but
Yeah.
the
He
objection.
had a role in that plot. Put him in
That's-
C.
Yeah, small role, and I'm sure it got them towards their goal, but me
Mhm.
personally don't care. Now, moving on to the top, the main villains of the show. First things first, Stonefell, who for the my
Stonefell.
first time watching this show, I thought was the same as Professor Anders the entire time.
No, that's exactly what I fucking thought, bro. I was like,
Even me. Even
now
me.
that he's evil, he's
Even me.
uglier. Dude.
Yeah, he like corrupted himself or something. They got this because they got the same mouth.
Yeah, no. I
But
thought it was Star Wars rules. He got corrupted.
it wasn't until the second time when I was watching it with I think Nathan or something that we went back. I was like, holy fuck, it's a different person. And I don't really think he had a big role of the main villains. I think he's like D, just because like looking back. Do you remember how he died? Does anyone remember how he died? Or should I just tell you?
Shut the fuck up.
Yes, that was like
Shot.
Percy's first like time getting corrupted, which I guess is like the point of that scene. But he didn't even do anything. He like
But that's all it was, right? It was
think it
just
was-
his first kill.
yeah, it was just establishing him going mad. But I don't know. This guy
Yeah.
looks bad, and he didn't even do much. I don't think he did
I
anything.
thought he was gonna be like a big villain, not as big as like the real one, like the vampire dude.
Briarwoods, yeah.
Yeah, but like I thought he was gonna be like pretty nasty and shit. But literally nothing happened with him. Nothing.
I think D. That's just me.
Yeah, put him in D.
Any objections?
Duh.
Nope.
No objections. We're gonna move on to the baddest to ever do it. Oh.
The man himself.
that works too, but Sylas Briarwood,
Yes.
voiced by Matthew Mercer, one of the
Yes.
two main antagonists of
Mhm,
season 1, a vampire with a pretty good backstory. They did flashback to that, and one gripe I have with him is the first fight they had with him when they broke Pike's necklace. That was a good fight. The last fight, the final fight, personally, maybe there was just too much going on, but he didn't really shine out in that fight. Though Matt Mercer's voice does carry the scene that he's in.
Yep.
And he's kind of hot.
He's hot,
Not
he's
kinda,
hot.
Very.
Very hot. Ass.
Okay, I would say A though, just because.
Who else is there? Oh, his wife.
No, currently there's no S right now, but we still got the main cast, and there can't, in my opinion, there can't be that many S plus S's. I mean, but and like I said, I was
yeah.
very disappointed in his final performance, in the final fight. So I don't know. Me personally, A.
I'll put him in B.
Damn.
Only because I feel like wife was more of the villain than he was. He was kind of like the background villain.
Like the
He's
henchman.
I thought. I mean, he's hot. I'll give you that. But I thought at some point he was gonna like be the villain. The one that you fight. But like you said, the second fight was kind of not as good.
It wasn't. and
Trophy
but
husband.
he does.
was a
have-
trophy husband.
Trophy husband.
That's what he
That
was.
is true. That is.
That's
true.
what he was.
But you know what? He also
It's-
has that necro sword that now Grog has that I'm sure will have some significance in season 2. So we'll have to see where that leads. But didn't even use it that much.
Mm-mm.
What are you gonna say, Nathan?
They just had that relationship where, like, if he asked for no pickles on his burger, his wife is gonna tell the McDonald's employee that he wanted no pickles, and I think that's fine. That's just how their relationship is. I'm gonna put him in A.
Okay, see A,
A.
because that's he's kind of a beta. I think A. I wouldn't go as far as to put him B, but
A.
yeah, I don't know. Me personally, maybe giving him a moment of, or like showing that he knew he was a vampire. Does he know he's a vampire? Remember, she kind of wakes up. I'm sure he does now.
I'm
but-
sure he does. I mean, he looked at himself in the mirror and he didn't
That
see
was that
himself
moment
yet.
where she looks at herself in the mirror and he's not there. I was like, holy fuck, that's deep. But they didn't even explore that. He was just kind of evil. I'm sure, like I said, the
That's what I'm
campaign,
saying.
370 hours. I'm sure they elaborate further in the campaign, but what just wasn't it at the end. Good at the beginning, kind of flopped towards the end. Now,
He just wasn't evil enough.
the baddest to ever do it.
Mm-hmm.
Delilah Briarwood, who
No.
is the voice of Azula. Let the record show.
That's already,
Oh, man.
it's already an S for me.
I
Put her in
think,
ass.
I
Put her
think
in
so
ass.
too, just because I looked it up and Azula came up. I was like, what the fuck? Just
I
head straight
told
to
you.
Google. You also told me that Taliesin was married to Ashley Johnson.
I did
but-
not. I did
yes,
not.
you did. I don't know where I would have got that from, but
I have no idea. Maybe you mix up the couples, but I know for a fact I did not say Ashley Johnson and Taliesin.
well, I don't know where I got it from, and I'm gonna assume I got it from you. Nevertheless, this woman,
Put her in ass.
I think it's an S.
Now that's a villain right
And
there.
sh-
She carried.
Yeah, and she survived pretty much through the whole first season. It wasn't until she got, as they say in PG-13 terms, she was expired at the hands of one of
Okay.
the other people. But, I mean, not only is she a baddie in this universe, but, I mean, Azula, enough said.
In another universe, she's the villain. Another baddie. The villainous baddie. Oh, I love it.
But
I didn't even know that.
I think of all the villains also in season 1, she did her damnedest. When she hit Scanlan with that that was hardcore.
Oh, I remember that.
Yeah. When he was trying to sing and she just shushes him up. Oh, that was fucking sick. That whole
Completely
fight,
disarmed him, bro.
I'm telling you, when we get to these next two characters, I'll talk about it. But that was a scene in that fight. I've talked to you guys about it, but it was just so emotional. It had me crying. That's the moment I texted Leslie and I was like, "Yo, this show is so fucking good. This shit has me in tears."
What shit? What part?
Well, we'll get to that. But I think we all agree on S. We're gonna move on
Yep.
to the
Oh, yeah.
main cast now. First things first, and we have assigned ourselves like a pairing based on our personalities to these characters. So when we say something, just keep that in mind because the first one is Andrew. Pop quiz. Who is that? Julio.
The fucking bear?
His name is.
I can't remember. I mean, to be fair, he wasn't really in the show, was he?
That's the
He
thing.
was there for a little bit.
His name was
Trinket.
Trinket.
I
And
remember.
it was I don't know, very disappointing. This bear has fucking armor. He's cute and he's
He should have been in the fucking show, bro.
Yep.
He could have tanked so many
And
shots.
then, but then you had to seen the bear take damage, and that would have been so sad. But that would have made it so much better.
I felt like he was a badass, you know? He would have fucked some people up. Zombies and
wearing
shit.
Armor. That's sick.
For real. He's a bear.
Did
But
they
since
just leave him at their house or something during the big fight?
they
That's
left,
true. Where did
they
we-
left him at the castle because they have a residence at the castle, so he was getting taken care of. Remember, he was getting like pet by the guards and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they left him at the castle. But I don't know. I think he should be low. A lot of potential. Didn't do anything with him. He's cute. He's in the fucking intro and they didn't do shit with him. That pissed me off.
For
But
real.
again, they only got so much time, and something had to be cut. There's too many already characters, so
He would have been
Alright.
too OP.
He should be low. B for bear.
I was gonna say I said C, but I was like, nah, they're gonna start saying B for fucking bear.
B for bear.
Yeah, B for bear. Put him with B.
I've been outnumbered. It's a shame Kyrie isn't here. Also, let the record show that we did. She is coming to see the season 2 premiere, but she has not watched season 1, so she's
Oh.
gonna have to catch up from the 13th to the 19th.
Got time. It's not a lot of
what's that,
episodes.
12 episodes.
They're like, what, 24 minutes?
30-ish, yeah, 30 minutes. Dude, I remember one of the first complaints I had about this show. Remember, Leslie, I told you I was like, 30 minutes is too fucking long. Like, these are all new
Yeah.
characters. I don't have time to fucking watch 30 minutes and get invested on these shits. Now look at us. Now we're fucking
Now.
playing D&D. Now I watch.
Not long enough.
Now I watch 4-hour sessions of them playing the Mighty Nine because I can't get enough. That shit's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Testament to their strength, to their power, to their, longevity. Speaking of, first things first, we got Vax'ildan, voiced
Liam
by none other than
O'Brien.
Liam O'Brien, also voice of Julio, anime. Who's the voice of?
Julio, come on. This is my
Naruto.
first anime crush. Come on.
First anime crush.
Fortnite skin, Naruto. Julio.
Sand,
Pick
sand.
Oh, Gara.
He's the voice
Thank
of
you.
Gara. Yup.
First time recall, I gotta write that down.
Me personally, I thought he was voiced by Taliesin at the beginning because they have a good. But that just, I mean, they're all voice actors. They all know how to modify their voice so much. I couldn't even, like Laura Bailey especially. Her and
Queen.
Vex and Jester, two different fucking levels, and it's like holy fuck. But Vax'ildan, a bisexual king, of course. He had a relationship with Gil to get them discounts on stuff, similar to one of our characters you'll hopefully get to meet very soon, Quilena, played by none other than Nathan.
Wells a straight up whore, but it's beneficial.
Same thing. I think it's the same thing with Vex. However, he's the rogue of the group. Huge munch, but I liked him initially. I don't think I like him too much. The best scene, this is what I was talking about. The best scene in the entire show was when him and Vex and Vax were fighting at the final battle. Oh my god, that was so fucking sad, dude. That had me in tears because it was just so much emotion that the siblings, they're twins, right, Leslie? I think they're twins.
They're twins.
The twins were like fighting each other and he couldn't recognize her, and they were like, she was like pleading with him and it just wouldn't click. He kept swinging at her and got her to bleed. Oh my god, that shit had me crying. But him as a single character, I don't think he belongs in S. I think
I
he's
say A.
I think he's an A at the highest.
Yeah, I put him in A.
What do you think, Nathan?
S for Vox.
There's no S in Vox.
Well, he's the main guy, so I'm putting him in S, no matter what.
He is the leader, but
Is he the leader?
I feel like no one really picked a leader, but he like gets pushed into it because nobody else takes charge. But I don't like him for that reason. Because you're a leader, you're not, and he's kind of getting pushed into it.
Isn't that
I'll
the
put
same
him
thing
in
that's happening with Quilena in our campaign? Hashtag no spoilers, but
Yeah,
seem to have a
fucking
problem. You don't have a problem.
She's a natural born leader.
Okay, I'm not watching it. I'm in it.
Okay. Okay. I mean, A, just because I don't know that twist at the end with, like I said, hashtag spoilers. I'll put that at the beginning, but Keyleth being gay for Vex, that was a nice twist, but that has nothing to do with him. You know, it was just more like he was the broken
I didn't see
heart
that
in
coming.
that situation. No, I didn't see that coming either.
I didn't see it.
I'm not even gonna say what I thought happened between Vex and Vax, but I did not expect that between.
I
Keyleth
remember
and
that
Vex.
you were pushing that on us very hard. I was like, I don't know.
Up until that last moment where it was revealed Keyleth was a little LGBT, I thought that was the case, but.
And I quote, "I love the smell of."
Moving on to the bad. I think this we gotta see. I control myself before I get too ahead, but Vex'ahlia, I'm about to start barking. Look at her, the voice actress number one, Mother, the character, her suaveness, the way she kind of carries herself in the show. I think she's the leader in my opinion, but
she would be a better leader, yeah. But she doesn't take the helm. That's the thing.
She doesn't need to. They listen to her regardless. And that's a bad bitch. Vex'ahlia, voiced by none other than Laura Bailey, of course. The Ranger, whose companion is Trinket, which is where Trinket comes in. But I think that's an S. Not just based on looks. Looks alone would get her an S, but personality, voice actress, she hits all the marks. Check.
Put her in that. She belongs there.
Opinions?
A great fun character.
If nothing else, we move on to me. Literally me, as you can see. If you notice now, the profile picture is Grog because he's the barbarian, the Goliath, voiced by Travis Willingham, the husband of Laura Bailey. Best friends with Pike. Their relationship is so cute. He's dumb as a bag of bricks, but he's so funny. And I predict, this is an early prediction, that he's going to be a big part of season 2. They're basically telling us that, but it was very clear from the ending that he picked up the sword. The trailers have him growing like a beard because he has the belt of Dwarven kind. He's looking very much like Kratos.
I'd put him in S because I always think the dumb character is like super important. He's so funny. I mean, you have all these lovable moments. It's fucking Grog, right? I fucking love that.
I don't know. I was actually gonna say I would put him at A, just because we've assigned our roles, and I self-assigned with Leslie's approval, Grog. But I don't know, on the show I didn't particularly like him. Remember telling Leslie at first that I fucking hate his voice.
Really?
And initially I still don't like it, but
His voice is kind of off-putting a little bit, but
I guess he's meant to be the dumb one though. But
I don't know. I feel like people have done dumb voices a little better, because he's supposed to be like a big dude, So I was expecting
and he
like
does he does the barbarian job well. Him and Vax have that sort of rivalry where they fought the giants and stuff. The moment where he turned heel, oh, that was sick. Cause you're like, damn, the biggest guy fell first. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, so you're fucked.
That was a good moment, but I don't know. I want to save S for. I got two. There's 5 people left, and I want to put, in my opinion, only 2 of the 5 deserve to be an S. But I mean, what do you guys think?
Put him in S just because I love the character.
Leslie, Nathan.
He's a great fun character.
He said
I've
I'm
seen
gonna
I've seen some clips of Travis just improvising, spitballing as Grog. Makes for a lot of funny moments. I really like the character. I like the voice too. I'm putting him in S.
Leslie?
Yeah.
Oh.
S.
Hey, I've been outruled. Grog, comedic relief. And you know what? I have a feeling, like I said, he's going to be a big part of season 2. They're going to hit us with a gut punch on Grog. We're going to get some backstory, or we're going to see some sort of moment where he's going to be down in the dumps. We're going to feel bad, and I'm going to cry.
The character development is going to make him so much fucking better.
Yup.
It's going to be amazing.
I'm kind of excited.
That's why I think Jink would be such a good character too, because he's literally comedic relief, right?
He is
right
comedic
now.
relief.
And then we give him a fucking gut punch, bro. He's gonna be so cool.
I just don't think Victor has it in him to carry that emotional weight. But
hey, I'm willing to put it on him.
All these guys are actors, they're professionals. So him playing dumbass and then go into something serious would make for a more compelling story than if we give Victor something and he just starts,
yeah,
throwing, to say the least.
We'll see.
But all right, we'll put him in S. Next up, it's his bestie, aka Leslie, Pike, the the healer, the cleric.
Pike the Spike.
I think she's a
Spike
no.
ears.
I like that.
She's a no. I don't know. I don't particularly like. Just in my opinion, I actually don't have anything I have against her. I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say.
Is it the fact that she's not there?
No. Well, I mean, Ashley Johnson is busy, but I like that they added that to the story of the show. So she has like her own side quest. And I love her voice. I don't know, something about the way Ashley Johnson talks in this is just kind of like itches a scratch in my brain when she speaks, and it sucks that she's not there so often because she doesn't speak enough. But she's adorable. Also, she has that cute relationship with Scanlan, where he's like, marry me, and she's like, okay. And it was such a cute moment.
The whole will they, won't they thing.
And I hope they do.
No, she's too easy.
I won't even say anything.
She's cute. She's super popular. She's the Captain Marvel of the group.
Yeah.
And
I don't like that.
in a good way. And her story was very compelling. That she broke her amulet. Oh, and then when Grog told her just apologize, and she comes back and he's like, yeah, we squared it off or whatever. I just said sorry or whatever. I was like, oh, she made Grog feel good. Their best relationship is so cute. I like her a lot. I don't know. That's an S. These are one of the 2 that I said I'd put an S. TBH.
She's OP.
She's definitely got the S tier grippage. No cap.
Well, does like dwarves. From what I've learned.
She's a noob.
That's true.
They all feel the same.
What's the difference? Am I right?
My fucking god. I don't know. I just hope I hope we get more Pike and Grog in the next season.
I'll put her in A only because I feel like the wholesomeness comes more from Grog than Pike.
But she kind of like takes care of him. I feel, it kind of feels like a big sister type of thing.
No, yeah. I mean, I like it. I like her whole character and like that she's the cleric and she's the like the warm, friendly one and everything. But she can be a badass. But no.
Okay, we got
She
one
wasn't
S.
there enough for me. She wasn't there enough.
That's because she was filming The Last of Us, which is a game you love.
I love The Last of
Shouldn't
Us.
fault her for not being there.
Oh.
But okay, Leslie, Nathan, what are you thinking? We got one S, one A.
I do love
Yes.
I already said
love
she was
Ashley
there.
Johnson.
Oh, S tier grippiness, you said. Okay, that is 3. And I think Julio, deep down she's an S because you love Ashley Johnson in as Ellie in The Last of Us.
She did a great fucking job.
Who I think actually it dropped today, didn't it?
No shit, did it?
I think it did because
I know
Grace.
the premiere was last night.
Yeah, the premiere was last night, and Grace dropped her. Oh, it was a non-spoiler review, I think today. So I think actually it might come out on Saturday or Sunday. HBO's usually on Sunday, probably on Sunday.
Either way, I'm probably gonna wait until at least 3 or 4 episodes are out so I can binge.
Well, I think that they did great in casting her as the mom because it's like that's fucking crazy that they got the
It's
voice
good.
actor to play some part in the show, and the daughter looks like her kinda. That's fucking crazy. But as Pike, I think she's an S tier. Great story. Moving
It is the
on.
forehead.
Dude, what the fuck? That's a child.
I said the forehead. What?
Yeah, you're making fun of a kid.
Yeah, fuck that kid.
Okay, moving on to Scanlan's head. At the first time I saw the show, fucking hated Scanlan.
I also fucking hated Scanlan.
It wasn't until I realized when we were assigning roles and I was like, holy fuck, that's actually Victor. Like that's how Victor is. And
Especially the me side.
he
It's
said the
me.
me. That was fucking crazy. And I spoke too soon because the moment where he's using the mage hand to play, it's heavy metal. It's like, you guys are too heavy. Wait, heavy. And he starts playing heavy metal. That shit was cool.
I thought it was a common shit.
You thought you didn't like that? That was the
I didn't
best
like it.
part. That was so creative. He's a bard, so he was like, "Fuck, what?" Like his whole thing is music, so picking a heavy metal music would make
No.
sense.
I get the logic and I think it's creative and all, but I rolled my eyes so hard.
You also rolled your eyes when they were fighting Professor Anders because of turn-based combat, but it was
That's
still a very
true.
compelling battle.
But then I was like, okay, this is a D&D campaign technically, so I get it. But the whole heavy metal thing.
That shit was. I thought that was a great moment. All the times he uses his mage hand to like flip people off and stuff. The fact that he's a horn dog. That
I like
moment,
that.
the moment when
I
they were
like
saying like they fought the beast and it just cuts to him having sex. I was like, that's so fucking funny. They're like, what has to do with anything? And then she turns into a beast. That was a good moment. And
I like that.
and I've come to love Sam Riegel in the Mighty Nine. If they ever do a Mighty Nine show, I mean, he's gonna carry when he plays as Not, and he's doing his damnedest to carry as Scanlan too. He's so funny, dude. I don't know. That's S tier. I said I only had 2, but I'd say S. But I mean, depends on what you guys think. I would be okay with A or S, but and not to mention his relationship with Pike. Ooh, that was so cute.
They didn't do enough of that.
Well, they're teasing it.
But
they're
I
setting it up.
actually, yeah, you're right. They're teasing
mean,
this. I
I
kind of
mean,
like that they was just like really subtle. So I like that. I like that.
Okay. What do you think?
I'll put him in A only because I did really dislike him for most of it.
That was.
He was just too cocky for me, bro. His whole personality. But he like picked it up and he was actually doing some shit out there, like carrying at some point. So I liked it.
When he went on that solo mission in the house, that was that was like brave of him to go alone.
The whole solo mission was fucking amazing. He made it out alive.
Turned to a fucking triceratops. That was kind of crazy.
Remember Andy turned into that bad bitch when he was outside.
Mhm.
Turned into Quell. And I got to say, the me. That alone
That's S.
is
That's an
enough
S.
to
Yeah.
solidify it. But what are the other 2 peeps thinking? Leslie, you said S?
Yeah, the me is just like so spot on.
And Julio? Nathan?
Scanlan is a great fun character, and he has S tier grippage,
Oh my god.
so he's S.
S. I don't know. I think he's probably loosey goosey after the sluttiness. But we're down to the last 3. So I don't know. Scanlan, great character. Julio, I disagree, but I thought it was cool. But agree to disagree. Next up, Percival, voiced by none other than Taliesin. The main story arc of season 1. So we'll hope he doesn't get benched for season 2.
He's definitely gonna get benched.
I think he has to because they've been setting up. Well, I thought they were setting up Keyleth, but apparently it seems to be Grog. So
I mean, I'm predicting that he's gonna get some kind of character development. He's gonna be like a lot different than he was in season 1, and I'm gonna like that. But definitely irrelevant. No more story for him. He's
Well,
just gonna help people out.
he also has to get a new gun or a new weapon of sorts. So maybe that'll be some sort of like the side quest is for him is to find a better weapon or weapon.
It's gonna
that
be like
fits.
half an episode, I bet.
And TBH, I don't even think I don't know. Me personally, it was a cool reveal, but like that he had a demon in his gun controlling him the whole time or whatever. I don't think it was that compelling.
Or what do you think? It was like a cop out?
I mean, no, not a cop out. I just was like, I don't know. He was like the hashtag spoiler. He was the main villain because in the last episode they fought him, but they didn't really fight him because they're friends. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, I don't know, not good enough for me. I liked Delilah and their beef, but I don't know. And then he shot his own hand and that cured him somehow. I don't even know how, but
Yeah.
Anna.
No, you're right.
You said what, Nathan?
He's Anna Amari.
I don't
He
know
has healing bullets.
what that is.
Oh.
Oh, Anna. I was like, what the
Yeah.
fuck? I don't
No,
know.
he's right. He's right.
Uh,
And you're right too. I didn't care enough about his story, honestly.
I mean, it was cool, but it
He was
like,
saving his sister, everything.
it
The
was
whole
the
revenge
first,
story.
it was the first story, so yeah, they got when they save his sister. I just think I think Keyleth with her Ashanti and whatever they're gonna do with Grog, that's gonna be
That's gonna be way
a
better.
level above. I mean, we'll see, but I don't know. What do you think, Nathan? Leslie, this is you, Julio. Actually, the self-assigned rules. This is you.
I know. It's not-
What do we
I
think?
thought he was gonna be impactful, but he wasn't.
I put it at A, lowest B.
I think A. Yeah,
Okay,
Nathan.
I found him annoying at times, just too bitchy.
He was a little bitchy.
I wanted him. I liked when he went full, full demon when he freaking shot the fuck out of Stonewall. That was a nice moment. I wanted some more of that. So I'm gonna give him an S.
What?
When I saw that, when he like went full demon, started shooting people up, I thought that was just him, and I liked it because it was like, I don't know, like the revenge thing. Like it was just this anger taking over. The whole Kratos thing, right? Like the first 3 games, where he was like so angry and like he was taking revenge and like all this shit. I thought that was so fucking cool. And then they copped it out by saying that it was just a demon inside of him, bro. I was like,
They're
this is what makes this
heroes,
whole
though,
revenge thing.
They're heroes. They're not supposed to kill people.
Some heroes do kill people and then become heroes.
Batman doesn't.
It's possible.
Fuck that, man.
Okay. I mean A. I think no one will complain if we put him in A.
Yeah, I'll put him in there.
He's the second one. Second of the Vox Machina group to do A. But next up, Cassandra, his sister.
B.
B? Yeah, you know what? I was gonna say I mean she was cool. She was she's a victim, but I don't know. Me personally didn't really click with her in the show, you know what I mean?
She was there for a short time.
The heel turn was pretty good, but I don't know. She was just not enough. I don't know about enough, but it was maybe too much. I don't know. I can't tell you. All I know is I don't.
All you know is that it didn't work.
Yeah. She's hot, but I don't know. Also, I get it's D&D, but like they slit her throat bad, and then she just goes back. I was like, hold on.
They must have rolled a nat 20 for that shit.
I don't know. I feel like they should have just let her die, but then I guess you wouldn't have the heel turn and the fight at the end. So I don't know. Me personally, I'm agree with Leslie B.
Yeah, I'll put her in B.
Awesome. So now, without further ado, we got the last character,
I know exactly who it is.
the Queen,
Ass!
Howdy ho.
Kylie
Ass.
motherfucking Hope, the Druid, voiced by Marisha Ray, Matt Mercer's wife, who TBH in Mighty Nine, I don't like the voice she's using. She's kind of like roughing it up. You know what I mean? Like she's kind of deepens her voice a little bit. But when she plays like in Keyleth, she's like adorable. She's kind of ditzy. I don't know, that moment where she was like, who didn't like it? Who the fuck said it was stupid? Where she like put the sun up and it killed everybody. Was it Victor or was it Nathan?
I was about to say Kyrie, but she hasn't watched it
No,
yet.
she hasn't seen it.
Yeah.
Or was it you, Julio?
No, I liked
like
everything
Julio.
she did.
Somebody didn't like when she like at
It
the
was
very
you,
end.
Steve.
No, I did not. I loved it. I thought it was emotional. I thought it was impactful. She like
It has to be Lathan.
someone that had a problem with talking to the trees. I remember. It was like
I just called her a tree hugger.
someone had an issue with her like touching the tree and like talking to it, and then later when I was like, I think it was Julio TBH. That's so he's shy to say.
What? Oh no, I really didn't. I liked everything she did. She was my favorite character, honestly.
Well,
And I feel like I asked the question, but that was it. I didn't hate on her.
it was, I don't know, and then the fact that it was a lot of pressure put on her since Pike left. So she told her like, "You're their son, you're the healer," whatever the fuck she told her. And like she was trying her best, and it was all fucking up. And like I said, ditzy. That moment where they're like telling the stories of like the worst kill, and it cuts to her just smiling after the gruesome death. I was like, that's funny.
What was her kill?
The guy burning in lava slowly.
Oh
And then
yeah.
it just cuts to her like a.
She like pushes him down more to quiet him.
That was fucking peak. And she was like the strongest one. She got her backstory is probably gonna be the main backstory because they keep talking about her Ashanti, and she's
They're gonna go visit.
they gotta go visit. She's gonna be the queen of whatever that's gonna be likely, and I don't know. I think I saved her for last for a reason because I think
He's literally the
season
best.
1. She was the best, like strongest, best, most impactful, most important character.
And I think despite Percy, she's the only one that got actual character development. Because like her whole thing was that Pike left, so she had to take the role of like healer and like sun person or whatever.
Yeah,
And
step
she
up.
got to be the one to step up, and then she kind of didn't because she was trying to like, heal the trees or talk to them, but couldn't. And then she did at the end. Yeah,
she did.
that shit was good. That was amazing. I
She
loved it.
saved them from the shadows. She saved them from the Briarwood. She saved them
She
from
clutched,
every
bro.
single fucking. She put the wall of ice up.
And it was always that like she was kind of a fuck up, right? But then she clutched up at the end. And it was fucking amazing.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
talking about. And then of
It was
course,
good.
the swerve where it was Vex was getting upset that Keyleth was flirting with Vax. Come to find out, she was upset because she wants to the whole time. I was like, this is fucking. That was a mind blowing reveal.
And I hope we get it in season 2.
And you know what? TMI, but there's not much rule. But that's neither here nor there. I think I think she is. I think she came out as top 3 for sure. Maybe top 2, and she ain't.
She's top for me, honestly.
She ain't number 2. You know what I mean? But I think that's an S.
That's an S for me.
And
Yeah,
I like.
that's an S.
I mean, no debate. There's no debate. Like Nathan said that one time. There is no debate.
And I can't wait to hear from Kyrie once she watches the show
Oh
and gets to
my
know this character.
Fucking god, that's true.
Because
You
this is
know?
Kyrie.
She's
This is
gonna
Kyrie.
love. I mean, her whole thing is elves, right? She's
Mhm.
the elf.
You know
love
what?
it.
She might. Let's place our bets now before hopefully she'll watch this episode when it comes out and after she's seen it. But my bet is we're gonna think she's gonna relate to Keyleth, but she's gonna come back relating to like Pike. I think she's gonna relate to Pike. She's gonna be like, I really liked Pike. What are
Yeah.
your
Yeah. That's such a Kyrie movie.
Probably.
thoughts? It's like all there, the red hair, the Drew, the fucking the elf ears, animals, all of it, and yet
The fuck up.
oh.
It's all there.
That's nice. Oh, and then not to mention, in season 2, we're probably gonna get more of a relationship between her and Vex. That's gonna be a good moment, I think, to see how Vax reacts. But that brings us to the end. I mean, we ranked all of Vox Machina. We're excited for season 2. We will be watching, and maybe we re-rank them at the end of season 2 or something, you know, or maybe when season 3 comes out. But nevertheless, this show is the whole reason I've became obsessed with Dungeons and Dragons, and it's because of my friend Leslie who recommended it to us. She said we'd like it. I didn't believe her, and here we are now. Our whole channel this month has turned into Dungeons and Dragons. We even have a whole show coming, 4 hours minimum, because sometimes they're 7 hours. Which the first episode of that will be airing next Tuesday when this goes up, January 24th, to end the month of January. It's gonna be the first full-length session, and then I have an idea for like a short summary version of the videos in case it's too long, which it likely will be. Like 5 to 10 minute long episodes. They're called the show is called Tabletop Tales. The mini one's gonna be Tabletop Tales. Too long, didn't watch. Great. It's all TTTs. That would be posted on Mondays, the days before Tabletop Tales on Tuesdays. Yup.
It's like TNT. I love toys.
Tabletop Tales, too long, didn't watch. If it happens, it would be on Mondays. Tabletop Tales will be on every Tuesday, full length. Next month for February, we will be doing another tier list, and I'm thinking we do the fabled fast food tier list finally once and for all, ranking all the fast foods. We got a lot of foodies in this group, so it'd be nice to have that conversation to see what goes where. And you know, in the spirit of Valentine's Day, you know, you cheapskates out there, you want to take your girlfriend out to a date, you take her out to a nice fast food restaurant. Well, we're gonna rank the best ones for you to take them to. So, that's our lineup. I think as I've made my pack for 2023, we will be doing weekly uploads at least once a week, because that would probably be the Tabletop Tales. But we also got gaming, we got tier lists. Of course, next month also Hogwarts Legacy comes out. Sons of the Forest comes out, so we're gonna be doing some Sons of the Forest videos.
Yeah.
We got a lot of content pumping in 2023, starting, of course, with our first tier list, this one. And you know what? We hope for a prosperous 2023, and we hope for a good season 2 of Vox Machina. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to add before we wrap this up?
Tier list that.
This is my year.
Your year
If
for
Critical
what?
Role just by somehow comes across this video, I love you guys.
We love.
I hope to meet you guys or see one of your sessions live.
One day we will. One day they'll bring themselves out to San Diego Comic-Con for them to fucking
Or around us.
around us, even closer. But
Yeah.
we've all become big fans of them because of this show mostly. But I mean, D&D, they're what they do is chef's kiss. Nathan, anything you'd like to add?
Shouldn't we see the table at the end?
Oh, sure. I mean, I've been streaming it, so the people on screen are watching it. But you guys, this is the final list for you guys.
Beautiful. Only one C.
Only one
Honestly.
person C, and he sacrificed himself. But I don't know. And then most of the Vox Machina people got S, except the 2 main characters of the season 1. But
Liam and Taliesin.
Liam and poor Taliesin. But I love them all. They're all great. Just, you know, maybe a little more development in season 2.
The first D should be up more, because I know she got the grippiness.
Oh my god.
Put her in C.
Just put her in C. Yeah.
Okay.
Can't argue with that.
Any last words, Nathan?
Go, Pablo and pals. Let's go.
Yeah! Turn it up! And tune in to Tabletop Tales on Tuesday. Bye-bye.